r/AskReddit. Women of Reddit, what do men do that they think is okay but is actually creepy? If you want to join my giveaway for $500, subscribe and you will be automatically entered. Getting sexually explicit in the first message. My workplace is mostly men. There are 3 women and approximately 25 men. I used to bring in homemade baked goods a lot, pumpkin bread, brownies, cookies, s'mores bars and the like. I enjoy being in the kitchen. It's a nice gesture to share. One guy started drawing me borderline inappropriate Minnie Mouse drawings. Not done well. Traced images but with small changes like her bloomer's too short. Weird to explain. I'm the exact opposite of a person you'd think would like anything Disney related. Let alone sexy Minnie. He said he drew them to thank me for the treats. I stopped bringing in treats, which resulted in everyone else questioning why I quit baking. Very awkward all around. I've got curly hair and I'm sick of men thinking they can just come and grab a coil of hair and pull it. Like I'm some kind of slinky spring. Don't touch my fucking hair and don't call me moody when I tell you to stop. Eater. Seems like it's people with curly hair, colored hair, long hair, no hair and facial hair all suffering together here. Also, I've not had many women reach for my hair but obviously they do. Please don't touch our hair without permission. It's such an intimate thing to do for a lot of us. You're cute when you're angry. Maybe it's just me, but asking if I live alone. Now if at this point of inquiry there was an already established friendship, I suppose it's okay. But if you are a stranger or an acquaintance, that would freak me out. I have a large tattoo on my shoulder, and I've had several men come up from behind and move my tank top strap and bra strap to see it better. It's been mostly in grocery stores and Lowe's of all places. Honking, yelling or some form of catcalling while I'm running or even just walking down the street. I've come across a few men who don't seem to understand that I have a boyfriend means I'm not single and I don't want to be pursued or flirted with. Constantly pushing for a date after saying we aren't interested. Like a high school boy having a crush and the girl saying I just like you as a friend, and they keep pushing like she'll fall in love. Sorry, that's just a fairy tale. Please stop after we say we don't like you. No hard feelings. We just don't want to date you. Saying anything along the lines of you're perfect upon minutes of meeting. Edit. Yes. Thinking it's okay to send dick pics by way of introduction. Maybe I'll want to see it at some point eventually. But try saying hi first. Edit. To clarify, I do not want a dick pic eventually. Maybe I'll want to see it in real life eventually. But not if you start with a dick pic. Follow you around while you're out. Because they want to keep talking to you after you've already made 2 attempts to end the conversation. Gay men who grope you and say it's okay. I'm gay. And not attracted to women at all. So step the fuck off my dress, Mary. And keep your fucking hands to yourself like a normal gay person then. Dare me to kiss my girlfriend in front of him to prove I'm lesbian B. Disgusting and daily. When they walk behind you they either touch your lower back or give your shoulders a squeeze. Those things are only okay for my husband to do. No one else. It isn't cute or endearing. It's extremely uncomfortable to deal with and makes women avoid you or cringe when you're near. When strange men approach me and start asking personal questions like we're on a first date. I don't have air in my car but it's so hot where I live so my windows are always down. When I come to a red light men try to talk to me from their vehicles and it makes me wildly uncomfortable because I obviously can't get away. Putting their hands on your thigh or back casually while talking to you. If I'm being friendly it's not a signal for you to touch me. Far too many co-workers. Creepy uncles. Etc. Find this okay. Hi cutie : 3 blushes. Well, I'm apparently either really unattractive or really unapproachable, maybe both. But after reading this thread I don't feel quite as bad about it. That hassling you for a date because you don't have a BF is not okay. But you don't have a BF. The point is, dude, I'd rather be single than date you. Take the bloody hint. Where's my hug? My wife had a boss that would come up behind the ladies and start giving them shoulder massages. Not cool, dude. When you get messages like "Hi hun" in a business setting. I draw for a living and regularly get guys messaging me under the guise that they want to commission something. When it's really just an excuse to get closer to me. This will sound blunt and bitchy. But I don't want you. I want your money. You commissioning. Or not. Alright, stop wasting my time. Thank you. Catcalling. Like. WTF. In what world is someone gonna turn around and be appreciative instead of creep the fuck out? I know you said you're a lesbian. But I think you're cute and wanted to know if you'll give me a chance. Admittedly, that has thankfully only happened to me online, and that is a politely worded version. But I have plenty of friends who have gotten it in real life too. Tell you to smile. It used to make me really uncomfortable. Now I just grin manically at them. Guys who try to assert their dominance by crushing your hand while shaking it. I have arthritis and it is excruciatingly painful. 1. Flirting with me in a position where I can't leave. Like an Uber or a taxi. It's terrifying. One time I had an Uber driver flirt with me the entire time I was in the car late on a Friday night after a party. I tried to stop responding and he kept telling me how beautiful I was and how I needed a nice man, etc. He actually ended up skipping my street and I thought I was going to die that night. Most of the times when women don't want to talk with you, aren't interested, and you keep pushing it, we get scared that we're gonna get assaulted or killed. A real possibility at any time. 2. I've had men who have been on FaceTime in public follow me with their phones talking to their friends about how I look and such, and it's just really uncomfortable because I didn't consent for my body to be recorded and sent to your pals when I'm just trying to get my fucking groceries. If I was X years younger. If you keep going on about how much you respect women, you probably don't respect women. Bringing up sex in the first hour of conversation. Dude. I probably don't even remember your name. Don't ask me about my favorite position or when the last time I had sex was. Talking badly about their ex and their kids. I'm a single middle-aged woman. I don't know what's going on with some men, but a lot of them regret having kids and are mad about having to give money to their ex to raise them. I'm not talking about unreasonable amount of money, but for example $100 for 2 kids at the beginning of a school year. And of course their ex is crazy for asking for it. She's the one who wanted kids. Some have complained about having to spend time with them. Why are they telling me this? We just met. It makes them seem so mean and cheap. If you don't want kids, get a vasectomy. Restrict movement in any way. Pinning me in a corner. Holding my wrist down. Blocking my escape. etc. may make you feel powerful, but it makes me worry I will be trapped for a while and then dead. Real question. Do the items listed happen to women all the time? My mind is blown at how obviously not okay these examples are. I fucking hate when a guy walks behind me if they're trying to get by how they put their hand on my lower back. I don't know you. Please don't touch me. It's pretty simple. It happens all the time. Dick pics, they were creepy at first, now I'm bored of them and compare them to stuff normally thumbs. What I get from all of this is, actually tell someone if you're trying to pass them, but keep your bloody hands to yourself. Acknowledge their existence if caught at an intersection. But don't flirt or be rude. Talk about things of interest or importance. If she's not interested, accept it as fact and drop it. This is not to say disregard the relationship, friendship. Just don't pressure for more. Dick pics are rarely okay. And even when requested should be met with healthy skepticism. Do not assume physical contact within a relationship. If you're making them uncomfortable, apologize. Am I missing anything of importance? Please note these are things I've tried to do myself. Though I still struggle with self-confidence, esteem, and always feel as though I'm being too clingy or creepy even when I'm actively trying not to be. I had a friend who for a while would always respond to my comments being a woman and sexually harassed or ogled at with the story of how he was such a good guy he saved a girl from being raped at a frat party. Hitting on a girl while she's on the clock. I am an elderly woman and it really pisses me off when men that I don't know call me sweetie or honey or sweetheart. Dudes, just don't. I am not your grandma with a dish of cookies for you. This random thing makes me so hard. A. Did I ask about your dick? B. You'll get boners from waking up. That isn't a compliment. C. Stop making this about your dick. When I don't want to talk, go on a date, accept a drink, give them my number etc. and they try to negotiate, coerce or rationalize me into saying yes. If I say thanks, but I'm not interested, it does not mean that I'm playing hard to get. If a woman doesn't respond positively to flirting, back off. Playing hard to get isn't a thing outside of 1950s movies. Showing me porn or random photos of hot women to put me in the mood to go out with them, I guess. I don't even know why men think this is a good icebreaker, but it's happened to me and to my friends on multiple occasions, so it seems to be a thing. Men. Why? Am I supposed to be flattered that you collect porn of girls who look vaguely like me? Don't believe movies. A big dramatic confession of true love to a girl you've never even been on a date with isn't romantic. It's awkward at best and terrifying at worst. When I don't want to talk, go on a date, accept a drink, give them my number etc. and they try to negotiate, coerce or rationalize me into saying yes. If I say thanks. At my work, we ask phone numbers for our club, and countless times I've been asked if I will personally call them. The answer is no. Then, what's your number? My reply: I don't have a phone. Or oh, you want my number? Where are we going tonight? And a creepy older guy like 70s. Well, what's your number, sweetheart? Me: no. Him: well, I'm not gonna stop asking until there's a ring on this finger, tapping my left ring finger. I yanked my hand away so fast, and I was new at the job, so I didn't want to make a scene and just said have a great day. At my work, we ask phone numbers for our club, and countless times I've been asked if I will personally call them. The answer is no. Then, what's your number? My reply: I don't have a phone. Or oh, you want my number? Where are we going tonight? And a creepy older guy like 70s. Well, what's your number, sweetheart? Me: no. Him: well, I'm not gonna stop asking until there's a ring on this finger, tapping my left ring finger. You should smile more, or calling me smiley grumpy happy. DMs: hey, I'm not interested. Fuck you. You stupid bitch. Today I watched a guy in the hall basically jogging to keep up with a girl so he could hit on her. If you have to struggle to keep up, just stop. She's not interested. If you wouldn't touch your guy friend there, don't touch me there. I feel like that's a pretty easy concept. Shaking hands equals okay. Shoulder rub equals incredibly not okay. Edit: I probably could have chosen my words better here. Friends, regardless of gender, are often totally fine interacting in a variety of ways, and I'm fine with that. I think the problem occurs when someone feels like they can greet an acquaintance differently when they are a female. Men don't generally greet the male co-worker that they barely know from 5 cubicles down by putting their hand on his lower back. I don't really want that either, but it happens all the time. Today I was grabbing some chicken nuggets at a Wendy's drive-thru as a once in a blue moon treat, and the cashier says, "Damn girl, you're pretty." Here I am in my business suit and blazer like, "Thanks." Then he goes, "Are you a princess or something?" I say nothing. He hands me my food. "Bye, pretty girl. Hope I see you again." I know that to the outside observer, that seems innocent. But if I'm trapped waiting in my car, I don't want to have to respond to your flirting. Don't flirt with women who are unable to leave. And it makes me very uncomfortable to be called a pretty girl and princess when I'm clearly an adult woman in formal business attire. Feels like I'm not being respected. I'm a woman, not a girl, damn it. Today I watched a guy in the hall basically jogging to keep up with a girl so he could hit on her. If you have to struggle to keep up, just stop. Message me late at night to tell me to go to bed. Touching my tattoos when they ask to see them. It's crazy how many don't understand personal space boundaries. Just why? I assure you, they're real. Pick me up. I've always been really skinny, so guys think it's okay to just lift me. The really bad part is, I have really bad back problems and have broken my spine multiple times, and picking me up is one of the things that can actually break my spine. Yet even guys who know this do this. Why? Random people online friending you just because you have a girly name just to say hi. Are you boy or girl then asking for your Snapchat or Instagram to see what you look like? Fuck society or movies or whatever it is that tells you fail at once, try again, or never give up on what you want. If you pursue a woman and she is not interested in you, take your loss and leave her alone. We are human beings, not achievements to unlock in a video game. If we were interested in you, we would have had said yes initially. If you keep pestering us, we are just going to think you are not dateable and annoying. Demand I smile. This will probably be buried, but when guys hug you and push your upper back into them so your boobs press into their chest. The guys that super duper creep me out is when they push multiple times. And it's usually the old guys that do this. Ugh. Following me for any distance. I was once followed 20 blocks by a man trying to basically get me to go home with him. Mind you, I had my headphones in to make it clear I wasn't listening, although they were off. I just do it so most creeps don't approach, but my goodness, he didn't let up. I never even looked at him the whole time he followed me. He didn't leave till I finally spotted a police officer and started walking in that direction. I even asked to be left alone. Had my pepper spray in hand visible. Just kept calling me gorgeous. And asking if my boyfriend treated me right. Could he give me his number in case my BF did something bad? All ignored. Sir. It's not romantic or attractive to be stalked any distance, no matter how much TV or movies would lie and have you believe. It's not most men at all, but there was one man who acted super creepy and seemed to think it was fine. I worked with this guy back when I was 18. The two of us as well as some other co-workers would hang out all the time, and I was generally friendly with the guy. Same sort of friendly as I'd use with anyone else, but I guess it made him obsessed with me. For about 5 years he would constantly message me telling me how amazing I am. He clearly seemed to think that was a good idea and it would make me feel good and I guess make me into him? Or maybe he already thought I was into him? Point is, if someone turns you down, they probably aren't playing hard to get. Try once. If they turn you down and you suspect they're playing the stupid hard to get game, then ask them directly. Don't pester them constantly for years. That is scary behavior. And yes, I did block the guy eventually. Then he started making alternative accounts to add me with. That's where we are getting into stalker territory though. TLDR, when someone says no, you should back off. Not turn into a stalker. Fuck society or movies or whatever it is that tells you fail at once, try again, or never give up on what you want. If you pursue a woman and she is not interested in you, take your loss and leave her alone. We are human beings, not achievements to unlock in a video game. When men try to do something dangerous or just straight up stupid so you get with them, we'll think you have a mental illness if you do that. I had a friend who for a while would always respond to my comments being a woman and sexually harassed or ogled at with the story of how he was such a good guy he saved a girl from being raped at a frat party. I'm not sure if the exact scenario is common, but when guys hear women talking about sexual harassment or assault and launch into the reasons why they're not that guy, it just makes me even more uncomfortable, because someone who isn't that guy shouldn't have to say it every time you talk about sexual harassment. Following me for any distance. I was once followed 20 blocks by a man trying to basically get me to go home with him. Mind you, I had my headphones in to make it clear I wasn't listening, although they were off. I just do it so most creeps don't approach, but my goodness, he didn't let up. I never even looked at him the whole time he followed me. He didn't leave till I finally spotted a police officer and started walking in that direction. I even asked to be left alone. Had my pepper spray in hand visible. Just kept calling me gorgeous. And asking if my boyfriend treated me right. Could he give me his number in case my BF did something bad? All ignored. Sir. It has happened more than once where it came up in casual conversation that I don't want kids and some guy tries to change my mind as if it's any of his business. If you're not my father, don't call me sweetheart, it's creepy and condescending. Why aren't you married? Asked randomly. I'm 34. My fiancé passed. This will probably be buried, but when guys hug you and push your upper back into them so your boobs press into their chest. The guys that super duper creep me out is when they push multiple times. And it's usually the old guys that do this. Ugh. I know what you're doing. Jackass. Edit. Words are hard. Edit 2. There seems to be some confusion. I'm not talking about a good tight hug or bear hug. This is different. First they hug you tight. Totally fine. But then there's an extra squeeze between the shoulder blades pressing my chest into theirs. It's a specific separate push into their chest. Then some men do that separate pressing a few times. It's not a regular tight hug. I can assure you. Talk about their sex life or make sexual jokes to women they barely know. Mostly because it's usually a first step towards more predatory actions. Based on this thread, I'm not nearly as creepy as I was paranoid I was coming off as. Thought. Fuck. There are some real creeps out there. Pet names without consent. I even get messages on Reddit calling me hun, honey, baby, babe, babageral, sweetie, sweetheart. It feels so creepy and gross. I guess I don't necessarily know if men think this is okay. But I work at a grocery store that is known nationwide for their exceptionally friendly, helpful employees. And I regularly have men take advantage of this by going down their entire shopping list, usually clearly written by their wife, asking me to guide them to each item because it gives them an excuse to keep talking to me. Hi, I know my comment will get lost, but if you are over 18 and I make it clear to you that I am underage, do not continue to talk to me. Please. When I am walking down the sidewalk, follow me slowly in a car while trying to talk to me. I fucking hate this. Block and exit while trying to start a conversation. Just don't do it ever. Edited to add link didn't work. It's here. https://www.youtube.com/watch?DJ3hc8pjelk. Grabbing my wrists. It is a huge ultimate fuck no. Like and subscribe if you want to.